Hi, so this video is going to give you a brief understanding of what binary option trading is. It's going to give you a thorough grasp so that you can be able to demystify it and just understand how it happens. What's the essence of bots? What are bots in the first place? So just to begin with, what are these binary options, or what you call binary option trading? So basically, a binary option is a type of a contract where the payout basically depends entirely on an outcome of a yes or a no proposition. It typically relates to whether the price of a particular asset will either rise above or fall below a certain amount. So typically, you'll find there are individuals who probably have traded forex or have heard of forex. You'd find with other form of securities such as forex, shares, and all these other securities, the trade will be probably you place a trade with a view of prices going towards a certain direction. Maybe as the prices are rising, you make money, or as they're falling, you're able to make money. But for the case of binary, it has a distinction where you are simply able to make a yes or no decision. Is this going to happen? Yes, you make money. Is this not going to happen? No, you don't make money. So basically, that's the difference between binary and most these other securities. So what will be the gains of probably trading over using binary options? For majority of the securities traded basically worldwide, binary options have proved to have at least the highest returns uh, based on what you invest in. So also because of the high risk nature of binary options, you usually find the returns of investments are usually a bit higher in binary. So the average returns will typically range between 60 to 90% in a month, compared to other securities such as forex stocks, where you'd find the highest or the best traders are only able to make as much as 10% of the initial investments. The other common benefit you'll find with binary options, that you are able to know front endly, right before even you place the trade. You're able to know how much profit you're likely to make and how much loss you're likely to make. It's not something where you'll enter in blindly, not knowing how much you can make and how much you can lose. So you enter with a full knowledge of how much you're likely to make from a particular trade and how much you're going to lose. So the other thing, it's very easy to trade binary. It's one of the easiest securities to trade. A typical learning curve of a binary options trader who probably is using automated trading will be as little as 24 hours. Whereas if you find with other traditional trading platforms, if it's other securities, which like say even if it's FX, even if it's stock options, all these others could typically take you at least 2 months to 4 months just to understand the complex nature of its analysis, of how it's trading. And the other thing, it has a very fast turnover, meaning you can easily make as much as say even $10 in a minute, where other form of investments, other form of securities, $10 could even take you a day to, some even could go even as long as a month. So it really has a very fast turnover. With most of these binary options, the brokers offer free trading accounts. A broker is basically the person who connects you to the intermarket, because you don't have direct access to that. So you have to use trading brokers. We'll come to dive much into that later on. It has a wide array of assets through which you are able to trade on, and most importantly, it's very easy. If you are a manual trader where you do not rely on automated trading, it could take a bit of some time, because you will have to understand all the strategies, all the statistical measures that are used to come up with all these strategies and how to trade. You have to understand the entire market and the entire security. And you'd find the excitement factor with what actually makes people love about binary trading is because there's automated trading. Automated trading basically means you look for someone, say like here at Investable, or maybe any other person who has a very good strategy which is working and is making money, and this person is able to code this into an automated software where you just click at a button and the software itself goes using that particular strategy, looking for those particular opportunities on how you're supposed to trade. That's basically how bots work all across all securities. So if you're a forex trader, that's how basically a bot works. It's basically a strategy coded inside the trading software platform. If you're an options trader, same concept. If you're a trader in other securities, probably like derivatives, same concept. So a bot is basically a software which uses someone's strategy to look for those opportunities to place those trades. So yeah, basically that's a basic understanding of what binary trading is. In my guide from our page, from our Instagram page, you'll be able to find the link through which we have a PDF that guides you on how you can open an account with the broker which I use. I trade preferably with the broker called Deriv because of the array of securities it offers, and also the regulatory aspect where it's actually well regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. This is it's a regulatory body that regulates financial institutions worldwide. And if you find institutions regulated by the FCA, it's actually very good institutions. You wouldn't have major risks of losing your funds for whichever case. So you'll find just that guide. It's going to guide you how to open an account. It's going to guide you on the three major platforms that you need if you want to start on your binary trading, which is opening an account with a broker. That's the first thing. The second thing, once you've opened an account with a broker, we'll be now linking that account with the binary bot website, which is it's basically owned by the broker, but you'll also learn how to link it from there. From the view of my screen, bot.deriv.com is the platform through which we use to trade. And then there's a third platform, which is called D-M-Pesa, which is now basically the platform through which you will be depositing and withdrawing your money from, for the case of when you are using your live your live account for making trades. So in this video, I'd just like to explain to you how our bot called the HeistBot, basically how it works, so that once you are on this platform, once you've reached at this particular level, you don't face any challenges. You just proceed through smoothly. So once you are here at this particular level, at this particular website, this is the view you are going to get. The coding view, there'll be now the trade aspect view, there'll be the funding view, the cashier, the reports, the traders hub. Mostly the two major aspects that you'll be using is this particular section called the run the bot. This is once you've loaded a bot, you'll be able to run it and stop it from here. To some extent, you might end up using the charts, which will basically give you the candlestick views or the line chart views of whichever market you're in. Uh, Depending on how you'd like to view the charts, this will mostly be used by manual traders who would like to go view the charts, like to go and view the strategies, they like to check the candlestick patterns. For our case, we won't use this much because my bot already has the strategy factored in inside it. And there'll be this particular section called uh, load new blocks. Load new blocks, what this means is once you have now access to any bot, even if it's not my bot, you have access to any bot, you are able to put that bot, like in this particular view, there's no bot running here. If I'm to run here, there's nothing which is actually going to work. So you're supposed to load this new bot, which you will have downloaded to whichever place. For my case, anything which I download always goes automatically to my downloads file. Other people, maybe it goes to their documents. So I'll just dive into directly, going to load the bot so that you can see how it actually works. So when you click on this particular button, load new block, it will tell you my computer. Regardless of whether you're using a phone, you're using a PC, it will just tell you my computer. So click on load. This is now bringing the bot into this particular view. It automatically takes me to my downloads file because I just downloaded it as well from where I usually store it. I usually have it somewhere in a secured file where as long as you have access to it, you can be able to access it anytime. Yeah. So you just double click on that. So regardless of whether you're using your phone, whether you're using your iOS device, whether you're using your MacBook, using your tablet, using your laptop, it's going to be the same view. This site, it's so integrated to so many platforms worldwide to the point it can enter into any browser, enter into any device. So yeah, that's one of the beauty of this. So once you have that, everything is done. Uh, the market which I'm trading in is a synthetic indices market. Basically what this means, there are simulated markets which have constant volatilities. Those who are good in their math, maybe did statistics in their universities, I'm sure you know what volatilities mean. So we have from volatility 10 all the way to volatility 100. uh, Here what you'll find what this means, it means a tick is generated every particular second. If I was to open for you a chart just to understand what a tick is, you see any slight movement of these prices, in this particular 1 second, that is what we call a tick. So that's how I've set my particular bot. So and every tick is generated for every particular second in this particular case. So what does my bot do? I have an even and odd bot. What this means is for these securities, there are various options which you'll have. There are various bots. There are those which will look at highs. There are those which will look at lows. But for all these particular securities, you can see they have prices, right? Like for this particular market, the price is 8744.80.76. So what the even and bot does is it analyzes and looks at the probability of what the next tick, meaning after a second or at 2 seconds, what will be the last digit denominator? Will it be an odd number or will it be an even number? So if it's an even number, it's able to take that. If it's an odd number, it's able to take that and make money on it. So if the bot has predicted that the next tick is going to be, say, an odd number and it ends up being an odd number, you make money. If it says it's going to be an even number and it's not an even number, you end up losing on that. So that's the concept behind my bot. It looks at both of these factors and analyzes, trying to predict which one is going to be the best next option. What is a stake? A stake is the amount of money you're willing to place on any particular trade. So automatically I've preset everything in a manner that it's not going to bring you much risk. But again, everyone has different risks appetite. Personally, I'm a lover of risk. So what I usually stake is not what most people will be willing to stake. So this means that for any particular trade, uh, let me just change this value because default I've set it that way. So let's say for any particular value, I am willing to lose $5 and I'm willing to gain $5. What happens if I win $5? Another trade is going to open, which is going to bring me $5. What happens if I lose? There's a statistical metric called a martingale. This is usually used in financial investments, where it usually began in Wall Street when people are trading in shares and stocks. When now we have started having derivatives and all this leverage trading. So what this means is this: if right now I'm to have my stake at $5 and I am to lose on that particular trade, the bot is going to open another trade, but not as $5. It's going to open another trade at 5 times $1.8. If it loses another trade, it opens another trade at that new amount, which is probably that's almost 9. It opens again at times 1.8. So let's say if my martingale was to mean if I have a trade right now at $5, make a loss, it will open another trade for $10. Make a loss, it will open another trade for $20. The idea behind this is that if the bot is going to be effective and efficient and the market goes in your favor, you are able to recover all your previous losses. So it's both something nice in terms of mitigating risk, but it's also very, very, very risky. So that's why you'd find I usually set my bot to certain amounts, because something which people never want to admit, and you need to be aware of this. You can lose your entire money with trading. Whatever you are trading, whether you're into shares, whether you're into bonds, whether you're into FX, whether you're into binary, you can lose your entire money. It's not an assured way of making money. It's not an assured science. There isn't any sure way of making money in this world. Even if you're employed, tomorrow you could be fired. So never enter with greed, never go with emotions. Get a mentor who will always guide you through the journey of how to trade, which are the best times to trade, what to do when the market is not going your way, how to do it, etc. etc. So there's something else called a take profit. What does this mean? This means when my bot makes, say in this particular case, $3, it stops trading. A stop loss means when my bot makes, say, a loss of $6, it also stops trading. I'd usually advise not to trade more than 2 times in a day, meaning if you make loss in one day, recover it on the other time of the day. If you make a profit on one time of the day, make more on the other time of the day. Do not trade more than twice. Volatility indices tend to be very risky at some point, but very, very lucrative. So that's what I would advise. So yeah, next bit I said you'll just click on the run button. So you can just click it and see how it goes. Something else to note, you are able to switch between your demo account and your live account. Your demo account is an account through which you can practice. If you have a bot, you can always come here and practice. Like in this particular case, if you see this sign, which doesn't have any major currency denomination, it basically means this is a demo account. If you're to click on this, there's an option here called real. You are able to go to a real account. Okay, for this case, you'll even see the account number doesn't have a denomination as V. But if you're to go to a demo account, you'll always see the word VRT starting. VRT means virtual. So in the next video when you go, I'll just show you how we now fund the account and we trade on the live account so that we see how it performs on the live account. So for this instance, I want you to understand how to use the bot, how to load it, practice with it as much as you want on the demo. And right now, I'll just run it so that we see if we are going as per the settings made, if we'll make our take profit. With the demo account, you have flexibility. You can actually stake in more money because it's not your money you are losing. You can put a higher martingale, you can put a higher take profit and a higher stop loss because it's not your money. You're basically just practicing to see if the bot is actually effective. So a demo account helps someone know if a bot is actually good or if it's a good time to trade. So if right now I wanted to trade, which I'm about to trade personally with my own account, if I'm about to trade, I'll come to the bot, put in some high stakes, some high martingale, some high take profit, some high stop losses. If I see myself making good money on the virtual account, I'll end up now taking myself to the live account. So in this particular case, we made a loss. Since we made a loss, the bot multiplied a martingale of 1.8 and we were able to get a value of 1.08. Still made a loss. It still multiplied it further by 1.8. So you see, that's the concept of martingale. I want the bot to run till the point we'll either take profit or make a stop loss. But yeah, I expect a take profit. I believe in my bot. It's never done me wrong. At least for the last 3 months, I've been doing backtesting on my live account. It's given me at least a success rate of it usually ranges between 69.5 all the way to 75 or 80%, which I find it to be actually very nice, considering not many bots out there or automated bots can even be able to meet 60%. I've not seen any bot which actually even does 90%. And if you'll ever hear someone telling you that, please do not believe it. If that were true, all banks in the world, all investment banks in the world, they will look for that individual and they will just put their money there instead of giving out loans. They will say, you know what? Even governments look for that individual. You just give us your bot. There's no need for us as a country to invest any other place. Yeah. So majority you'll find will fluctuate between a success rate of 40% all the way to 75 there. Some even up to 80%. Yeah. So in this particular case, when my bot makes the profit, you see, it gives you this particular message that you've made profits. It gives you our IG invest underscore hub. I'll just change that later on because we changed the name to have 2 underscores. Yeah, so basically that's how it works. Anything which happens on a demo account is also what will have happened on a live account. You need to know that there isn't any difference between the demo and the live in terms of the security action and the pricing. The only difference will be that one, it's not your money, the other, it's your money. In this case, I'll just say okay, close it. It's always good habit to delete your previous trades. It tends to release the overload on a bot. Bots don't have their own virtual private server. So if you overload it with so much trades, so much historic trades, and you rerun it, the bot will become slow. With binary, you need a very strong internet because a tick happens in any second. So if the bot ends up being a bit slow, it ends up losing on very many opportunities. So if you don't have good internet, for my case, my internet is 30 Mbps, so it usually helps me a lot. If you don't have a strong Wi-Fi, just hotspot. Make sure you have 4G, strong place. Uh, Test your 4G. If your 4G, you've tested it and it's actually very strong, it's a good time to trade. So it's always good habit to delete your former trades just to avoid overloading the bot. You can close it, then you're good. If this was a live account, you'll have withdrawn. So in the next video, let's go. You're going to see now me on my live account, how I deposit, make my trade, what are my daily targets, I withdraw the funds. Yeah, and the day continues. Thanks for your time on that.